Hello everyone, welcome back to Planetbase. We've got our biodome over here that is still struggling to get enough air to breathe. What I have done off camera is I've replaced the medicinal pads and I have placed some pine trees in there, which should help with oxygen production during the day, but during the night we're still in big troubles. Now we've got our total food amount is decreasing, we've got a lot of bioplastic, we've got a ton of steel. The massive storage is full somehow. We've managed to fill up the very large one over here. We've got... Do we have other storages over here? Is that it? So we are going to go ahead and we're going to build a massive one over here in this little corner. Yeah, why not? Not really sure why I'm not exactly sure, but... Well, there's a figure of speech. Anyway, we're going to be building a massive dome over here, which should help with storage and trying to lure people away from the ever busy center. The trees should help with the oxygen during the day, but during the night we'll have the equivalent oxygen loss of having 2 extra people in here constantly, although this might just be the one time when they actually turn out to be quite useful. We might just replace this pea pad as well. All the plants in here are suffering from low oxygen during the night. And I'm probably gonna build either a GM pad in here, or we could place down another tree and make sure we have some air to breathe in here. Yeah, we're gonna try that, why not? We've got enough food still, we've got enough starch to last us for weeks. I'm gonna place down a pine tree. So we might have just stumbled on the one time when trees actually come in useful. Now if someone would please build the tree for me. The day is almost over anyway, so... Oh, there we go, we've got... Even without the tree being actually built, we had the equivalent oxygen generation of 6 people instead of 4. So this should help. And we do have enough trees up here that we might want to think about replacing a few of these and start placing some more food over here. So that should offset the loss of trees we have in the other biodome. I'm gonna place a GM onion pad there, tomatoes there, and we're just gonna do a square for now. We're gonna add another medicinal pad over there. We're gonna have some more people working in here, but since we have these... I should do something about this large dorm. Because this dorm over here still has its own oxygen problems as well. So we're gonna recycle at least one bed. And just do that. We've already got massive oxygen problems in here once again. Oh my god. Oh right, we just built a massive storage. Yeah, that explains it. Jesus. Oh, we have space over here finally. Can't... No, of course we can't fit. That would be silly. However, we might be able to reach this area, which might be... It's a silver lining, I suppose. It's nearly daytime, so we should have more oxygen coming in soon. Oh, no, we do not want to do that. I'm going to place down a couple more trees, because I haven't learned my lesson. And we're gonna need the oxygen as soon as the day arrives. We're still going low on food. That's a shame. We've slowly got oxygen coming back in here. Although with everyone always walking through there instead of... Not that it really matters, I suppose, but... These plants are still degrading. We're probably gonna replace the medicinal pad. That's... not letting me click it at the moment. There we go. Once you're done, you're gonna be replaced. We've got oxygen coming back now, that's good. So it's more of a nightly problem, but with all the loss of food, plant quality basically, we're gonna have issues. A lot. It's not gonna be nice. Sadly. We're losing more robots. We lost a few off camera as well while I was fiddling around with a couple of things. Such is the way of things, of course. There we go, you're done. Replace you. We're gonna add an oak tree for a little bit of diversity. Oxygen in here is up to 18%. Up there is 18% as well. 19. So overall things aren't as critical anymore. We're already up to 32% of our capacity in there. Might just have to start building down below here as well. We're gonna add a large factory connected up there. That way we can finally take off priority over here. Maybe have a few less people walking there, hopefully. Still got a massive tower of things in there. This processing plant is working well. Okay. We still got this as a priority, which we will probably keep as a priority. Oxygen during the day is now fine. We're still building up, no matter the amount of people walking through. That's good. It really is. I'm gonna replace this right side. We're gonna place another tree down. I mean, it seems to be working during the day. And it's now night, and there goes all of our oxygen again. Oh my god. Take a quick look at the charts. Food seems to be stabilizing somewhat, so our efforts aren't wasted. The added storage capacity will help. We shouldn't lose any oxygen here because of the narrowly connected oxygen generators. Although at this point I'm not surprised by anything. We've still got our landing permissions for everyone turned off at the moment. That's fine. I'm gonna add one of those. One of those. And I had a second gun manufactory as well. And there we go. That should do it. We ran into oxygen problems once again. We're not gonna stop hearing this for a good while. And yeah, there's no way we're gonna try and fit something into there. So that is quite unfortunate. We might replace this lab at some point, maybe. Just a thought. Even with all the dorms being connected up here to the oxygen generator, we've got a lot of oxygen loss all over the place. So the best thing we can do, basically expand over here. Keep not pressing the wrong button. I want to build an airlock over here. And then we're going to replace this airlock once that airlock is built, and then we're going to add more stuff onto here. Because why not? Storage is somewhat being emptied. Oxygen being taken up here. This one's still out of oxygen. We're going to... It's not really an issue of removing all the beds. That's not necessarily helping much. Oh, we've got some more vegetables, but we are still somewhat losing meat. We're just gonna have to hope that this works. Even just a little bit, basically. Yep, you're broken down. That's a threadmill I'm hearing. Never really heard that up close. This storage is filling up rapidly. So at least we're not running out of things to store, that's good. There we go, the airlock's being built. The robot's going out for repairs. Gonna scrap you. What do we want to build here? Truthfully, I think we might go for another processing plant at this point, since we have a ton of materials. Just gotta wait for the robots to bring it all away. Or we could build it over there, but I'd like to try and squeeze it in a little tighter if possible. We could connect these up for a better airflow. There we go, we've freed up some space there. So, just waiting for them to remove this bioplastic. There we go, carrier robots coming to get it. Yeah, good enough. And we will connect these two up for a better airflow. Good enough oxygen for 234 people at the moment, but keep in mind we've got a ton of trees. We're back up to 18% oxygen in here. Too bad people keep walking through here because it's the shortest route they can take. People only go here if they need to be here in this canteen, which is unfortunate. Got an incoming transmission. We need a small group of stranded travelers asking for help. They need food, they need water, entertainment and sleep. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Out of the kindness of our hearts. As long as they don't bring more than like 5 people. Of course they bring 7. Can't say I'm very surprised, but oh well. We took a risk, it didn't pay off. At least it's gonna pay off prestige-wise, but I'm not really at the point where I care much about prestige, to be honest. Got a wind turbine here that's due repair soon. Can't connect that up. We can connect those up, but I don't want to. Would split the base in 2. We've got nothing connecting the exterior over here. We're probably going to replace this solar panel soon, and we're going to continue our crawl over here. We're basically going to try and continue giving people reasons to not walk through here all the time, like they are at present. There we go, you are out of oxygen, that is only temporary. That should help. Yep, there we go. Now we're gonna add in a ton of machines in here. Allow more workspace for people. There we go. Based on what we currently have lying around, we mostly have ore and a few starch. We can add a bot repair or 2 in here. Maybe a few more bot workshops now that we're at it. Oh, there we go. It's now night. We're gonna temporarily go down to 1x speed and we're gonna try this. We're gonna temporarily replace all the trees. So we don't lose 5 oxygen to trees during the night. This is probably pretty out there, like, I'm not sure whether this is... Yeah, this is probably a bit over the edge, but it seems to be working. Somewhat. So we're just gonna keep doing it for now, I suppose. It is helping with the lack of oxygen, somewhat. Only slightly. At least we're not having massive troubles in here for now. I had to say it, didn't I? Okay, we're gonna take another look with an oxygen generator. We're just gonna scour the area. There's gotta be a way. Nope. I mean, we can place one over here, but this isn't the area that's having oxygen issues, in theory. Oh, we had an impact on... Oh, our massive dome has been hit. We have lost Raphael, a biologist. Oh, all those... Oh, they were all... Oh. That's not good. Needless to say. Now we've got oxygen issues in here for just a little bit. We're back up to daytime, so we're gonna replace all of those trees. Maybe not exactly, but this is pretty much a 50-50 split between the two of them. And we've got a 10 oxygen production in here now again. So that should help mitigate the losses we had during the night. And I might have to just do this for a little bit. We've still got most of our sleeping quarters in here, which is somewhat unfortunate. And you're up to 22%. We're gonna probably place a sleeping dorm in here if possible. Gotta be able to squeeze it in there. Just gonna encourage it a little bit. There we go, that should help. Nope, probably because of the... Oh, we did have a snap point at one point. Just gonna place a connection there so we can scrap these water extractors and maybe gain some room over here to use. And I will probably scrap this large dorm and place it down here. Just to help out with the spread of people. I mean, the cabin over here wasn't used, so we scrapped that. We might be able to tuck a dorm in here now, while we're doing that. Helping stranded travelers, increase prestige by 7. There we go, they are up and away. Come to think of it, we're gonna place an airlock here. That should help with the mine. We can now afford to scrap you, and scrap you as well. And depending on what I might do here, we could place, or at least try and place something here to flatten that mountain that's been in our way. So, immediate plan that springs to mind. We're gonna build an airlock over here, to which we will connect at least one massive dorm. Structure's out of oxygen. Yeah, I know. I am painfully aware. Now the question is, can we squeeze in anything else sleeping related? The answer is yes, surprisingly. So we're gonna give that a go. We've got one oxygen generator connected up to a large dorm, which means we will soon be able to replace a dorm up there and hopefully remove some of the oxygen trouble. We might even place a second oxygen generator up there just to help cope with the massive amount of people we're trying to cram in. But for now, we are going to continue unofficial Operation Reclamation. Which is just a little random thing I came up with. I'm gonna try and squeeze out some more the rocks. Now the real question is, can we connect something up here and then... No. Oh, we had a snap point there for a second. There we go! We have parted that mountain like the Red Sea. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. That's a thing now, apparently. And it has allowed us room to build a dorm, a sleeping cabin up there. So you know what? Let's do it. It's gonna look weird as all hell, but I want it to be a thing now. Come on, we had a snap point earlier. I know you're there somewhere. Oh, even better. Yes, we shall part the mountains like never before. We could basically pick and mix what we want to connect up now. Jeemus. This is going better than I anticipated. Can we get rid of this little bump? No, I don't think we can. At least not entirely. I mean, let's be real, that's probably fine. We've won a lot of building room here as is. It's almost like the Dutch trying to build dams. Just as life critical. Okay, we're gonna connect you up there, and then we're gonna have a dorm connecting up there as well. And then we are going to go up here. We're gonna scrap all these beds. This dorm will be repurposed. Probably as an oxygen generator. But at least this should help stem the flow of oxygen in here for a while. There we go. We now have even more oxygen to go for these rooms. We're gonna start building beds in here now. Oh, accidental overlay. There we go, get enough beds up and going. We've got a sandstorm detected, so in like roughly 12 hours we will have a sandstorm hitting on top of us. It's gonna be unfortunate, but such is the way of things. We've got our robot armada building all of the things. Let's take a look at our robot count. We've got 80 total with 47 carrier robots, 18 constructor robots and 15 drilling robots. We even have spare at this rate. We only have 5 mines, which is just enough for all the robots, I suppose. We're operating at peak capacity. We're roughly 5 hours till a sandstorm hits. It's starting to become night, so we're just going to go over to this biodome. We're going to replace all the trees once again. But with the loss of that biodome, the sleeping quarters, that should help maintain a steady oxygen supply. Now, the question is, can we fit one in that will connect up to this processing plant? I mean, we can connect it up to this lab as well, but that would be a bit of a waste of the rooms that we have assigned. There we go, flatten the area just a bit. Can we squeeze in a large oxygen? No, we cannot. So we're just gonna connect this up anyway. I mean, we might as well. There we go, there's the promised sandstorm, and on that note we will end the episode here. We have managed to stabilize our food crisis by the clever use of trees. For once. They're actually useful. I'm just gonna add in a couple more bunks here. But yeah, like the episode if you liked it. It's fairly self-explanatory. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to say. Us Dutch are pretty good at hammering out mountains. We have hit a meteor impact on a connection, but there was no resulting damage. We've actually had a couple of them, surprisingly. I mean, are our lasers not operating, or are they just outside the area of coverage? We'll have to take a look at that either off screen or next episode. I will hopefully catch you all next time. And as the camera gets torn apart by an anti-meteor laser, I hope you have a nice day and I will see you next time. Have a good one, folks.